Would you do what you do for a living for free if you did not get paid for it? Would you do it for free? Would you do it without pay? Better yet, does it wake you up excited in the morning, ready to go? Or you're one of those people who wake up and say, does it make you jump out of bed in the morning? Does it make you light up? Does it wake you up out of your sleep? Excited, light up, ready to go? If it doesn't, then chances are you are doing it for the wrong reasons. Right? Either you're living someone else's life or you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Today, we're talking about putting people on pedestals. Right? When you put someone on a pedestal, you tend to believe what they say more than your own truth. You tend to operate based on their word rather than your own truth. So, in today's video, we're talking about putting people on pedestals. All right, but before we go any further, I'd like to take a moment to say hello and welcome to everybody. I go by the name Inspire Seeker, and if you're new here, on this channel we discuss spirituality, personal development, and narcissism. So if any of that resonates with you, or if you feel called to, then by all means join us, and I promise you will not regret that decision. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about putting people on pedestals. As I said earlier, if you wouldn't do what you do for free, if it doesn't excite you, if you don't wake up excited, jump out of bed ready to go, then chances are you living somebody else's life. Chances are you living to satisfy somebody else. All right. And when you do this, guys, essentially you're putting that person on a pedestal. And their truth essentially becomes your truth. Okay. So without wasting much time, let's go into a few things that happens when you put someone else on a pedestal. When you put someone on a pedestal, you essentially don't live your truth. You live their truth, right? Their truth becomes your truth because you believe more in their opinion, in their point of view. It's more valuable than your own point of view. You are essentially giving that individual your power, whoever that may be. Now, I know a lot of us, we do things because our parents or someone, our guardian maybe, or even a lover, right? We do it to impress them, so to speak, right? We don't do things from our heart. We don't do things because we want to do it. We do it because we want to impress someone else, right? The problem with this is when we do this, we essentially give away our power, right? We live an inauthentic life because we're doing it for the satisfaction of another person, right? So we're essentially not doing it full-heartedly, right? We're not doing it wholeheartedly. We're doing it for the wrong reasons. We're doing it because we want to make someone else happy. We become a people pleaser then, right? So how then do we make ourselves happy? Rather than doing it to satisfy someone else, it's better that you do it to make yourself happy, right? That's where your authenticity comes from. That's where your truth comes from, okay? If you live your life or if you do certain things with someone else in mind, right? Like I said earlier, a lot of us want to go to college and graduate and get a career to make parents happy, right? However, we don't realize that we're not living for our parents, okay? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, all right? As long as you have your heart in that particular career and you're satisfied with doing what it is that you do, there's absolutely no problem with that, right? However, if we're doing it solely to satisfy someone else, then there's a problem with it, okay? And like I said, that means we are giving that individual our power. We are giving that individual the dominion and control over us, essentially, right? And also, we are not living our truth, right? We are living their truth. The second thing that happens is you start to value that person's point of view more than your own, right? You start to value that person's ideas. You start to value that person's point of view, their opinions. You start to value all of that more than your own, right? Again, you're giving your power away when you do this, right? You are valuing another individual's ideas and opinions over your own, right? And the issue with this is you become limited to how far they can take you, right? You become limited to what their potential is, right? You are essentially ignoring your own potential. You're ignoring your own ideas. You're ignoring your own opinions, right? And you embodying someone else's. And so you can only go as far as they allow you to go, right? You can only go as far as their ideas will take you, okay? And the issue with this is half of the time you could go a lot farther than how far this individual could take you, okay? Again, half of the time you could go a lot farther than where they could take you, all right? But the problem is you become accustomed to following them, being a follower of them, so to speak, right? You become accustomed to taking their opinions or valuing their opinions and ideas over your own, that you become limited to what their opinion is, all right? And so what should we do here? Let's learn to start believing in ourselves, right? Let's learn to start valuing our own opinions and our own ideas over what's coming from the external world, right? Now, I'm not in no way saying you shouldn't listen to advice or you shouldn't seek a second opinion. It's great to seek a second opinion from someone else, right? It's great to listen to someone else from the external, all right? Where I'm from, we say two heads are better than one, okay? It's great to hear a second opinion. It's great to listen to someone else's ideas. But when you totally embody these ideas, or when you totally embody these opinions over your own, that's where the problem comes in, all right? So let's learn to seek others' opinions only when necessary. Let's learn to seek others' opinions, but value our own ideas and our own opinions more than what's coming from others. And the third thing that happens, guys, is that I mentioned this earlier. You become limited to what they dictate for you, essentially, right? You become limited to what their ideas are. Okay, so you could be someone with higher potential, right? You could be someone with a lot more potential than the individual you're putting on the pedestal. Okay, but the fact that you've become so accustomed to listening to these individuals, or you become accustomed to taking guidance from them, you become limited to how far they can take you. You essentially become limited to what they dictate for you. All right. This does not allow you to explore. This does not allow you to reach higher. This does not allow you to go to your full potential. Okay. You become reliant on what they dictate for you. You become reliant on what they give you, what they feed you, essentially, right? And so you ignore you ignore your own potential, you ignore your own ideas, you ignore your own opinions, all right? So in so doing, guys, you essentially embody their truth, right? You take on their truth over your own, all right? And you begin to live an inauthentic life. Rather than living your own truth now, you start to live someone else's truth, okay? So you're essentially not living an authentic life at this point, right? Since their truth now is becoming your truth, okay? So let's learn to embody our own truth. Let's learn to trust ourselves. Let's learn to believe ourselves. Okay? When you believe in yourself, when you believe in your ideas, your opinions, and all of that, guys, this will help you tap into your fullest potential. Okay? This will help you rely on yourself. This will help you tap into your fullest potential rather than what anybody else could do for you. All right. You are more powerful. You are stronger than what anybody else could get you. All right. As long as you operate from the heart and you tap into your own, you are more powerful than what anybody else could give you. All right. So let's learn to operate from the heart. Let's learn to operate from within. Let's learn to tap into our own. All right. And this will help us stop putting people on pedestals. So I hope I made it clear enough. If you enjoyed the message, then drop us a like. And if you're new here, then take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be notified next time we upload. We do our best to upload every single day. We discuss spirituality, personal development, and narcissism on this channel. So if any of that appeals to you or if you feel called to, then by all means, join us. And I promise you will not regret it. Also, share your thoughts and your opinions. Share your experiences in the comment section and also share these messages with your loved ones so we can all learn and grow together. Each one teach one. Other than that, I'll leave this one here. Until next time, guys, peace, love, and more life.